Have you ever wondered, will I be successful? In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 signs that you will be successful. And it's not what you think. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Let's dive right into this video. Okay, before we get to number 1, real quick, if you haven't yet, make sure you download my free success hypnosis right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. In my opinion, the number 1 absolute surefire way that you will become successful is using hypnosis, is starting to reprogram the subconscious mind. I made this for myself about 7 years ago. I had incredible success. So then when I started doing this YouTube channel, I put it up online for free. And now over 600,000 people from all over the world have used it. Every day I get a crazy story. Oh my God, Jake, I manifested this and this happened, and oh my God, I got this great new job and I got my dream car and all these things. So I'd love to know the amazing things that happen in your life when you use it. It's right there down below for free in the description or pinned to the top of the comments. Right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below. Number 1, you see a clear image of what it is that you want. See, a lot of people either dismiss the power of their own mind, when in fact, what you can see in your mind, you will eventually hold in your hand. See it in your mind, hold it in your hand. Comment that down below. See it in your mind, hold it in your hand. Comment that down below. See it in your mind, hold it in your hand. Now, most people do the opposite because everything is really 2 things: what you want or the absence of what you want. A lot of people want money, or they want a good job, or they want to attract their soulmate. There's something that they know that they want. They have a goal. But their mind, the image working power of their mind, is inversely focused, meaning that the mind is focused on the absence of it. They know what they want, but the mind is focused on the fact that they don't have it. And they don't even realize that that's happening because the mind is conditioned to build its attention based off of the information that the physical senses give it. And the physical senses are often giving information to the mind that says, I do not have the money. I am not successful yet. Because you look at your mobile banking and the money you have isn't there yet, or the goal that you have, the financial goal, you don't have it yet. You do your tax returns and you see you haven't hit your goal yet, or you don't have the job you want yet. So your physical senses are giving you, in essence, limiting feedback if you allow what your senses give you to become the images you form in your mind. Everything is 2 things: what you want or the absence of what you want. So the question that changed my life is, does your thinking control your bank account, or does your bank account control your thinking? I realized that my bank account was controlling my thinking. I was living in a reactionary consciousness to what I saw in the external environment. And what that was doing was further building images in my mind that I didn't have the money that I wanted, or I didn't have the job that I wanted, or I didn't have the income that I wanted. And so I had to start to do the inverse. I had to start holding the images of what I actually wanted. Wallace Waddell says, to think what you want to think is to think truth, regardless of appearance. That's the important part at the end, regardless of the appearance. To think what you want to think. What you want to think is prosperity, is to see clearly the lifestyle you want. I saw clearly this YouTube channel getting millions of views every month. I saw clearly that this channel was inspiring millions of people. I saw clearly that I was a millionaire. I saw clearly my dream home. I saw clearly my ideal relationship, even though the physical environment said I didn't have those things. So what began to happen is the images I was holding in my mind, regardless of the outside appearance, those images I held went into my subconscious mind. And then what you see in your mind, you will hold in your hand. Then I started to see my exterior environment shifting because I was no longer allowing it to control my thinking anymore. So comment down below See it in your mind, hold it in your hand. That's step number 1. Number 2, you regularly surround yourself and contemplate yourself surrounded by the circumstances that you're intending to manifest. You're contemplating yourself always surrounded by these images. So for me, I used what I call the record player technique. Over and over and over, I would imagine this scenario where I would sit down at my Mac desktop and it's a black screen, right, when it's not used for a minute. So then you got to shake the mouse to make the screen come on, and I would shake the mouse, make the screen come on. I'd press the refresh button, the little arrow refresh button on the web browsers. I'd press that on my YouTube, and when I would press that, I would see hundreds and thousands of comments and notifications and a video going viral out of nowhere, and all these new subscribers and all these people saying, oh my God, this is changing my life. I would see that in my mind. Now, my exterior environment did not align or coincide with that because I wasn't getting any progress. I was publishing videos, spending a lot of money, spending a lot of time on building this thing that I wasn't getting any return on investment for the time that I was investing into it. So I had to stop allowing the environment, in this instance it was my YouTube stats and the number of views or lack thereof on my channel. I had to stop letting that control my thoughts, and I had to start contemplating myself surrounded by the circumstances I intended to manifest. So if I had what I wanted, what might be some circumstances happening? And so I visualized, I imagined a scenario where I would, as I said, refresh a browser, all these comments, all these videos, my channel went viral overnight. And I would replay this, I call it the record player technique, because I would replay it over and over and over and over again in my head. And I would imagine it when I meditated, when I visualized, when I listened to my hypnosis, when I was in the shower. It didn't matter. I did it all day, right? And that's why I say the hypnosis is so important. It's right there down below. It's free. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the YouTube comments. jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. And so I would contemplate myself using the record player technique. And the craziest thing is, my wife and I were camping sometime later and my channel still hadn't taken off. I had to get into an internet cafe in order to get internet to publish a video. And when I got in there, I opened up my laptop, and I, refreshed the browser. What happened? My channel went viral within a 48-hour period, and some of the circumstances were different. I was on my laptop instead of my desktop, a couple things like that. But in essence, that exact same thing happened. And then things just started happening really quickly in my life. So I invite you to ask yourself, what might be something that would happen if I did get what I wanted, and then use the record player technique to replay that little snippet of future reality over and over and over again. Number 3, you're in process over outcome. Abraham Maslow, he is a very famous psychologist, and he says that the goal of life is self-actualization, is what he says. And he says less than 3% of the global population is self-actualized, meaning that they have uncovered their powers, they are living a very purposeful life, and they have accomplished, they've created a vision for their life, and they are accomplishing it or in the process of accomplishing it. And he said that there's a couple steps to be self-actualized, or common threads between self-actualized people. One of them is that they are in process over outcome. Process over outcome, which means that, in essence, the same thing we talked about earlier. You're no longer reacting to your outside environment and being like, oh, it's not coming yet. Look, I'm not making progress, right? I could have done that with my YouTube channel. A lot of people do that with their YouTube channels. They start and stop it, or they give up because they're not getting progress, and they say, oh, I guess it's not meant to be, because they're reacting to the lack of statistics in their favor. They're reacting to the lack of dating and ideal relationships in their favor. They're reacting to the lack of commas in their bank account. then it controls their thoughts, and then their thoughts control their behaviors and their actions, and then they stop. So process over outcome means that you're doing what you're doing for the process of it, not to get something. The irony of this is when you're in the process, you're in essence detached from the outcome, which actually creates your desired outcome. And when you're attached to the outcome, you're in a place of need and desperation, which blocks the outcome that you want. So what I'm inviting you to consider is, how can you let go of need? I need this to happen and it's not happening. When you can let go of that and you can say, I trust the timing of the universe, I trust God's plan, I have this vision and I am in the process of becoming the best version of myself, and I'm happy right now and I know great things are coming and I will get X, Y, and Z, but I'm not worried about the time frame. When that happens, you actually speed up the process of getting what you want quicker in your life. So comment down below, process over outcome. Comment down below, process over outcome. Number 4, you see it as your right to be successful. A lot of people think that if they become successful, they're taking away from other people's success, or they're going to draw too much attention to themselves, or they're afraid to be rich or powerful or successful, and somehow they're a bad person if they are. In fact, it's your right to be rich. If you have more money, more success, and more power, you can make the world a better place. Success, money, power, they only make you more of what you already are. So if you're a generous, great person, what you're going to be able to do is more of God's work. You're going to be able to make more of an impact. You're going to be able to be more generous. You're going to be able to help your community, your society, and your world more. You're going to be a person that is using power to benefit mankind, to benefit your children, your community. You will make the world a better place. So comment down below, it is my right to be successful. And really start to grasp it. It's your right to be successful. And to the degree that you don't believe it is to the degree that you will block the success that you want. So comment down below, it is my right to be successful. Comment down below, it is my right to be successful. Number 5, you don't tear other people down. So a lot of times when we don't have the success that we want, we can get in a tendency to judge everyone else that is successful as an unconscious way to protect ourselves from our own feelings of inadequacy or insecurities or our lack of contentment with where we are in our life. And what I invite you to do is start finding very successful people, and at least in your mind, start building the habit of seeing it as a sign that you can do it too. Anyone who has accomplished anything, you can do that too. It's a sign that you can do it too, because we're all one. We all have access to the same mind, the same creativity, the same resources. And if we can start changing our perception from that person is somehow a special breed, they're like an alien, they're so different, they're so successful. When we can start to see ourselves in them, what happens is we send the message to our subconscious mind that that level of success is possible for us as well. And this is the key, because you can do anything that anyone else has ever done. And when you start to believe that, it's one of the surest signs that success is headed your way. Now, the last but not least sign is that you're brainwashing yourself for success. The psychologists say we have 65,000 thoughts in a day, and 95% of our life is subconscious. So what that means is the vast majority of our life is habit. We are creatures of habit, creatures of thought habit and behavior habits. People often want to change their behaviors in life. Well, that's actually a lot slower route, because where do your behaviors come from? Oh, I want to stop this action. I want to stop this behavior. Where do they come from? They come from thoughts and beliefs. So the first step is to change our thoughts and beliefs. If the habit of thought changes, the habit of behavior will follow it. If the habit of belief and thought change, your actions will change. So it all begins and ends in the mind, and that's the secret to everything. So use my success hypnosis right there down below. jakeshypnosis.com, it's right there down below, to start to reprogram, retrain, and rewire your habits of thought. Imagine if you had 65,000 thoughts in a day, if 95% of your life was habitual. Imagine if all of those were built for you to be successful, for you to have the money you want, for you to feel confident and successful, for you to attract the right relationships, for you to attract the right resources, that you believed in yourself on such a deep level. Imagine if your mind was programmed that way. So what I'm saying is, make sure you brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you for mediocrity or their limitations, or your mind gets in a habit of reacting and getting programmed by your present results in your life. Your present results aren't the determining factor of the success that you're going to have. How you program your mind and the habit of thought is what's going to make or break everything. It can build your bank account, your love life, your confidence, your happiness, your lifestyle, all of that. So right there down below is jakeshypnosis.com. It's totally free. Hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification right over there. Bell notifications is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, just double check you've actually hit the bell notification right over there on the side, and then like this video to support the channel. So hit the good old like button on this video to send it out into the YouTube universe. Comment down below, success is coming my way. Say it with me. Success is coming my way. Success is coming my way. Keep saying it until you enter the spirit of it, until you start to feel the truth, so it doesn't just become a string of words anymore. Comment down below, success is coming my way. Have a fantastic day. I know that great things are headed your way. You're expecting and will receive some great new opportunities, some great news, some new resources, some awesome new friends and connections. Great things are on their way to you.